We've talked about him being elevated.
We will absolutely not see the Lord. Seeing
Be our spirit.
Our soul.
Or our soul.
Yep. Yep. Our seeing has a lot to do with eyes and has only to do with eyes. And once we're dead, we're never going to have use of our eyes again. Now the Jew will, and it talks about seeing the Lord. The Jew will in those 1,000 years. Oh, absolutely. They're going to see him. They're going to have a glorious body. It may or may not reveal what we have today, but certainly it's going to be a body that consumes air. It may not, it will consume food. It talks about that he actually gives the provision of the food in the 1,000 years, similar to what the food was given in the 40 years while the Jews wandered in the desert, the manna. But no way do we see him. Although scripturally, man is told that he will see him. That's just not us.
And that Acts 2:47, the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved.
So should, not that are saved. It doesn't say are saved. That should be saved. That we're anticipating will be saved. Right? Maybe that's a better way than like the should. Now why is that? If they, in Acts 2:47, were only banking on eternal salvation rather than everlasting salvation, because keep in mind that they that should be saved means translated as those who at that time confessed to the Jewish faith and were still keeping all the laws. Those should be saved. But if they would fall away or they stop doing works meet of repentance and now they transgressed against the law, are they going to be saved? Well, no. So that's why it says they that should be saved. Those that are currently keeping the law. That's why it's not our salvation, because it's not a secured or a sealed salvation. It's a should, right? It makes sense, but we just never read those verses that way. We always like, should. Oh, that means absolutely always once saved, always saved. Not in Acts 2. There's no such thing as a once saved, always saved. They had to still keep doing all the works under that gospel of the kingdom. Acts 2:47, when it says, praising God and having favor with all the people in the church, and the Lord added to the church daily such as should be saved. Acts 2:47, there was no eternal salvation. We aren't talking about once saved, always saved. In Acts 2:47, you should be saved because they were currently doing the things of the law that they should have been doing and keeping the things of the law. But after Acts 2:47, if they were to fall away or if they were to do whatever else or they were to not sell all their land, and they're going to be struck down, killed, and go to hell, right? They weren't doing the works that were required under that gospel in Acts 2:47. That's why 2:47 says should be saved, not are saved. So, anyway. Well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's a lot to read through again. Sorry we keep just ambushing the word and ambushing